Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's actually been forever since I filmed a reading vlog because I've been super busy, and every time I've tried to start one this month, it's been so inconsistent, like my schedule has. And so I've started filming a vlog and doing reading updates and stuff, and then I've gotten so busy that I haven't finished any. So hopefully this one this week will be actually good because I'll be including clips I've gathered from this entire month and putting it into this big long spooky vlog. I hope that's what it will be, at least. So yeah, it's kind of just going to be a regular reading vlog because I don't have that much going on, but it is almost Halloween. It is currently the 29th of October. Spooky time is upon us, and I've been doing a lot of spooky things, watching a lot of scary movies and just classic horror movies and Halloween movies and things like that. It's been amazing. I've been trying to read a spooky book, which I will get to in a second. I've kind of been reading it the whole month though, so that hasn't been that great. The October TBR I set is not happening. I really thought I'd be doing really good, but I have not. But I've just had a lot of things going on in my personal life, things I've committed to. All fun and I enjoy it all, but it just takes away a lot of time that I could be spent reading, but that's okay. Because it's fun, and it's nice to have things that are other than sitting alone in my room and reading a book. It's good to actually be social sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So, as always, I'll start with a little reading update. I'm currently reading The Invocations by Crystal Sutherland. This is a YA, I think supernatural, horror, fantasy, thriller type book. I don't really know what to classify it as, but it is so good so far. I've been reading it this entire month, like I said, very, very, very slowly. But I've really enjoyed every second of this. It's not perfect in my opinion, but just the plot, the setup with the supernatural serial killer and all these women have been killed, but they all practice witchcraft in different ways. And so our three main characters, Jude, Zara, and Emmer, are all kind of unlikely allies, helping each other, but they still have their own kind of agendas that they're trying to hide from each other, but they also use each other to their own advantage, if that makes sense. But the concept is super interesting. I think it's written really well. The author writes descriptions of the incantations they do, and not incantations, invocations they do very vividly, and it's almost gross to read sometimes because it is so bodily and just stuff like that. It's really, really well done though. So I'm almost done. I'm currently on chapter 29, which is page 308, and I'm really eager to finish this. I would love to finish it tonight or tomorrow because I've been trying to finish it for so long, but every time I have a chance to sit down and read, it's not long enough, and it's not enough time for me to actually get as far as I want to. So I'm hoping I can do that tonight. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying this so far. I don't think it would be a 5 stars. I think in another context it would be, if I read it really quickly in a smaller window, it would be 5 stars. But I think as of right now it's about a 4 star. We'll see what the very end is like though. And then I am still reading House of Earth and Blood. I still am only on page 195, so not even 200 pages in yet, which is kind of bad. But I kind of just put this on pause so I could read the one spooky book that I was actually really excited about for this year. So happy for that, but also I'm kind of ready to get back to this because I don't want to forget anything, because we have learned so much and we're just now getting into the murder mystery, all the investigative stuff that Bryce is doing. So I'm really eager to get back to this too. It's just such a pain to carry around because it is so big. And then the other book that I am still in the middle of, but I'm really excited to get back to soon, is Dune. And I've just really felt the pull to this recently because I feel if I finish any one book this year, it has to be this one. It has to be this one. I've been reading this for so long, and I'm just I've always said I'm going to, and then I haven't. So I think if I don't want to carry this brick around, I'll bring Dune with me because it's still pretty small and I'm annotating it, but it's actually so good. I can't even say how much I love this book because I haven't even finished it and I'm just obsessed with it. I just think about it all the time. It's literally always in the back of my head, and then the soundtrack will play, and I'm just really excited to read this again, but while listening to the soundtrack to the movie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's an amazing experience, and I highly recommend you do that if you read this book. So I'm just ready to get back into that. And it's also kind of unfortunate because I have so many books I'm excited for right now that I cannot read because I cannot read them all at the same time. Like if I could, okay, I guess I could read 6 books at a time. Like there's nothing stopping me from doing that, but it would not be the right thing to do because I would be constantly switching between them, and like I know that's what makes sense to do when you're reading 6 books at a time, but it wouldn't be good between that and then all the other stuff. No, we're not gonna do that. I think 3 is maximum right now, but I will talk about some books I am excited to get to. Okay, there are more than this that I'm excited to read right now, but I feel like this is already a lot. But these are kind of the ones that have been circling in my mind recently that I'm just like kind of dying to pick up, but I have to be patient with myself. So the first one is Phantom of the Opera, and I've just been, you know, I'm obsessed with the movie and the soundtrack, and I just really want to read the book to just fully get everything from it that I can about this story, because I love it. I love it so much. It's just so good to me, and so I feel like I'm just doing it injustice if I haven't actually read the work that everything else stems from. So I don't know, I really want to read this, but it's like, it's a classic, so in my mind it's not going to be fast and easy as I think it is, but that's okay. I'll get to it eventually, hopefully this year, but like, who knows. And then Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I feel like this is such a cute like YA rom-com, and I'm just like, that'd be so good to break up all the dense, dark stuff I've been reading recently. So I really want to get to this, but I also just bought it, and I feel like I've been really good about reading my physical TBR, and like, I kind of just want to read books I've had on my physical TBR longer. That's not really a good way to go about it. Like, I feel like I can just read what I want, but it feels wrong to read something I just bought when there's books I've had on my shelves for like years and I haven't touched. But of course, all the other books I'm talking about right now are ones that I just got. That's so funny, isn't it? Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson is the next one. It's the next one in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, and I'm just excited to pick it up because I know I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be so fast-paced and so good. And this is one I just got recently when I went on a day trip with my parents and my cousin. It's called Once a Queen by Sarah Arthur, and I think it's like a young adult kind of like portal fantasy almost. Basically, this 14-year-old girl named Ava spends the summer at a mysterious manor of the English grandmother she's never met, and she discovers a bunch of secrets in like the staff and like her family. And basically her grandmother was once a queen in another world, like an alternate world. So it's kind of like Narnia in a way. Like that's mainly the reason I bought it, is because it reminds me of Narnia. And I love Narnia, and I still need to read that whole series. But I don't know, it just seemed really cute. And plus the cover was a really pretty green. Like, I know the lights I have around me are messing it up, but it was a really pretty cover. And so I kind of just impulse bought it. But I don't know, it just seems fun. That's my justification. And then of course A Song to Drown Rivers by Anne Lang. This is a new release that I have not got to yet, but I really, really, really want to, like, badly. But I also have really high expectations for this, so I'm kind of nervous at the same time. But there are 2 other books that I'm planning to read maybe this week, but at least like during this spooky vlog, and that is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving, because I just watched the movie again recently, and my boyfriend's mom got me this to read because I actually haven't read it, and I would really like to, and I think since it's so short, it'd be fun to do like a quick little reading sprint for this, like maybe on Halloween, perhaps. That might be fun. And this is a graphic novel. It's called Tragic. I don't know anything about it, but my mom had it and it just looked cool. Like the art style looked really cool. So I just thought it'd be fun. And plus I think this is also some type of murder mystery, which, you know, fits with the theme of spooky season and all the books about murder that I'm reading. That's a lot of books I just talked about. I'm so sorry, but I'm just like so excited to read right now. And I wish I had all the time in the world too, but unfortunately I don't. I'll definitely be updating this vlog as much as I can. For now, I'll show you what I've been up to recently. So here are all the clips that I've compiled recently throughout like October, September, just things that I've done and took footage of that I wanted to share. currently Wednesday night. It's October 30th and tomorrow is Halloween and I'm super excited. I'm very, let me show you, festive in my spooky pajama pants and my pumpkin blanket and my pumpkin lights, and I'm just super pumped for Halloween. My friend and I are going to be Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, and I'm super excited. I'll show pictures right here. I'm super excited, and it's kind of not the same. It's kind of sad because I feel old now because I'm not like in high school anymore, and trick-or-treating feels weird like when you're 20 years old. Like I definitely feel way too old, but I'm still gonna do it. I don't really care. It'll be fun. Plus I'm a broke college kid, so free candy. But I have some reading updates, which is really exciting because I did finish The Indications this morning. The Indications by Crystal Sutherland. I finished it this morning and it was just really, really good. I really enjoyed this book a lot, like a lot more than I thought I would. The only downside is that it took me basically this whole month to read. It probably, yeah, probably across this whole month I spent reading this book, which like, it's not the book's fault, it's my fault, but it definitely took away from it because I feel like if I would have read it in a week or so, or maybe even 2 weeks, I would have definitely given it 5 stars, but I just feel like I can't because it took me so long. But that's my own problem, is that I've been so busy. But as for what I liked about this book, the writing in this is phenomenal. Like it is so atmospheric, and then also the body horror that is in this, like with all the invocations they have to do. Basically the main characters are kind of like into the occult and stuff, and so in order for them to use their spells they basically like mutilate themselves. Like I won't give too much detail because I think you should read it because it's really good actually. But there's like a lot of body horror and it's kind of gory actually, so be warned if you're going into that. Like I'm normally not that squeamish when it comes to stuff like that, like definitely more in movies when I can watch it. Like if someone is like getting a shot in a movie and like they show the needle going into the skin, I can't watch that. And reading's a bit different. Like it was definitely more tolerable, but it was still like gross. Like it made me feel a little squeamish and stuff, and it was really well done. And I think the 3 main characters, Jude, Emma, and Zara, are really interesting and really well written, and honestly I would not mind having a sequel to this and like reading more because I thought they were such like well written main characters and also different from each other, and just the way their motivations and their ambitions were written in conjunction to each other, like how they all worked together towards a common goal but then they still had all their individual goals, was so good. Like I definitely want to read this author's other book. What is it called? House of Hollow. I want to read that so bad. So just to see like if it's anything similar to this, and I know that one was kind of popular and people say it's spooky too, so I really want to give it a shot. But maybe I'll get it from the library. Maybe I shouldn't though because I'm trying to stick to my physical TBR. So that is off my physical TBR. I'm so glad, but I really enjoyed it. It was the perfect book to read during October. I'm just sad it took me the whole month. But I am about to read Tragic. This is a graphic novel. I really don't know what it's about, but I think it's like a murder mystery or like something investigative. I don't know anything about it, but my mom received this as an ARC and I was like, why not? Why not read it? You know, one more book that I can say I read in October, because Invocations is the only book I've read in October so far. So I would like to read this, so I think I'm gonna get ready for bed and get in bed and read this. I really want to do a 24-hour readathon, or at least like attempt another one because they're so fun, but I don't know when I'll have time. But maybe I can do one soon. Maybe I can try and attempt one. I don't really know. I don't want to make promises, but like I just need to make up for my like reading mood I'm in. Oh yeah, I wanted to also show you. This is not related to books whatsoever, but I'm going on a cruise in December, like over New Year's, and I went to the thrift store today to look for a Halloween costume for my brother, and I saw these shoes and they are just the cutest things. I don't know what type of shoes they are. I think they're like from some type of culture, like some cultural shoe, because they look like they are, and then there's like writing on it that looks interesting, but like they're so cute, and I just thought they'd be perfect for my cruise, so I got them, and they were only $5. So, but they're these gold shoes and like little mini heels. So like I'm really tall, so I don't wear like high heels or anything too often, or like any shoes with too big of a heel. Like this is the biggest of a heel I will go, honestly, because I'm just so tall. So it feels weird to wear something taller than that, but they're just so cute. And like just wearing them like for a dinner or something, and I probably won't wear them like on our excursions, but like even just to like a dinner or just like around, like they're so cute. So I had to get those. That's my little fun update. But yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for bed, and I'm really excited to get into bed and turn on some like spooky ambience I think I'm gonna do like on YouTube, and hopefully read this in one sitting. I would really like to. Whoa, my hair looks crazier than I thought, but it's currently Halloween. Happy Halloween. If you can't tell by my shirt, I'm feeling super festive today. But yeah, I'm just really happy it's finally the day, even though like I do a bunch of spooky stuff, like activities during the month. I feel like today is just like the official day. I don't know. But as for a quick reading update, because I do have to leave pretty soon for school, I read Tragic Volume 1 last night. In bed, I read it in one sitting, which was really nice actually, just to like sit down and power through a book. However, I didn't really enjoy it that much. I gave it 2 stars. I thought the story was interesting because it is a retelling of Hamlet, which I think would be cool if it had been drawn out more, because I feel like all the stuff that was going on, it was like so fast paced and there were just so many things happening that I would have rather read it as like a novel and not in such a short format that's very limited. And the art was very good. Like I really enjoyed the art. Let me get a good scene. Recent one. Like I think the art was pretty good, so I enjoyed that aspect, but like the whole story was really like just there was just a lot happening. That's all I can say to explain it best. And the characters just felt really flat and like kind of boring, honestly. So yeah, that definitely took away from my enjoyment, but I gave it 2 stars, but I still completed the book, so that's pretty cool. I'm not complaining about that. This is the last day of October. That is officially like the end of my October reading, unfortunately. But I also just filmed my November TBR yesterday, and I'm really excited for that. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna pick up one. But for today, the book I'm gonna bring with me is Dune, mainly because this is more portable than Crescent City. But I also just like really want to read more of this with the soundtrack and everything. So hopefully I can get some time today, like in between my classes, because the chapters are not that long. So I don't think this is gonna be as big of an ordeal as I think it's gonna be. So yeah, I'm really excited for this, and then tomorrow we will dig into my November TBR. Hey everybody, it's currently Saturday, November 2nd, so we are past Halloween. It was really fun actually. We just kind of went trick-or-treating. Didn't get that much candy because nobody was really like trick-or-treating where I live, like in my neighborhood. There weren't a lot of people out, but that's okay. I mean, I don't really eat that much candy anyways, but it was just fun to dress up, so it was good. But yeah, now it's November and I'm trying to get into like a reset mode, like just for this month, and trying to get my life together, it feels like. So I'm just like, low-key I'm feeling stressed for like all sorts of things, like mainly the exams I have. I have one due next week, and then just like all the homework I have to do and that I haven't done that I need to catch up on. Like I just feel like I'm behind. So that's stressing me out, and then I need to clean my room because seeing all the mess, it's really not that bad, but just seeing a mess adds to that. So that's not fun, but I'm gonna work on that. And I also need to clean my bathroom. So I just have a lot of chores to do. But that's my own problem. I do have a reading update, and it's that I started Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. I really was just tempted to pick this up, so I went for it. And work was really slow today, so I am on page 45 already. So I definitely could have read more. I just kind of started this near the end of the day, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Like, it kind of picks up a little bit after the first book, which I like. I like how not much time has passed. Like, it's been just, I think, a little bit. I honestly, I don't even know, like a year maybe? Does it say? Yeah, I think a little bit under over a year since like the first investigation and everything happened. And so we are still kind of like in the midst of all the Andy Bell, Sal stuff going on. And yeah, I just got to the memorial and, you know, things are starting to pick up a bit, and like the big, you know, plot points haven't been revealed yet, like the disappearance, but there have been hints and there's been some new characters, and I'm just really intrigued and really excited to keep reading because it is so fast and just so fun. So yeah, I think in the next couple days or so I'm gonna take down my Halloween decorations, which is sad because I love Halloween, but I don't know, it's over and I feel sad, but now it's like fall. It's a weird transition period from fall into Thanksgiving and then to Christmas. So I'm like, I don't want to put up my Christmas tree yet, but like, I don't know. I don't really know what I'll do, but I just need to take down my, what's that called? Garland? I guess garland and the lights, and I want to get some like vines, you know, like how people have like the vines with the lights. I think that would be so cute to hang up in that little corner, but I'll have to find some because I don't want to spend too much money on them. But I also don't want them to look like horrible at the same time. I don't really know. I'm kind of just feeling a bit in a weird mood right now, but I think I'm just gonna go chill and read this for a little bit because that's just really what I want to do. So hey everyone, it's currently November 5th and I just made my afternoon coffee. It's just now noon, so this is gonna taste amazing. Just been lazing around this morning, definitely because I haven't had any coffee, so I've just been really lazy and just slow. But for these past couple days I've been really grinding with my reading, and it's definitely not the books I should be reading. Like, I definitely should be reading Crescent City or Dune, but I like picked this up and I knew it would be a fast read, but I didn't think I would be just like this consumed by it. So with Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson, I am on page 261, which is over halfway through, and I started this, when did I start this? I started this 2 days ago, and I'm already over halfway through, which is kind of crazy, but it's also great because I'm just loving it so much. I'm just, oh my gosh, I don't know how Holly Jackson writes these books so detailed and like weaving all the mystery like and the plot points together, and like I'm so confused. Like when I read the first one, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I kind of could put things together, like I kind of saw where it was going, but this one is just so tricky because I won't say too much because I don't want to spoil it obviously, but it involves like a disappearance and then there's like catfishing going on, and so I'm just really lost. Like I'm so confused, but like honestly I like it because I just want to keep reading. Like it is just unputdownable. It's so good. So honestly I would not be surprised if I finish this today because I don't have school since it's election day. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be reading more of this today, but oh my gosh, it's been so good so far. And then after that, I don't really know what I'm gonna do today. I do need to like run some errands. Obviously need to go vote. I need to make a return. I was gonna go like to the park and maybe go for a run, but it's kind of warmer today and it's really windy, and I feel like I should just give myself today as like a rest day because I work out 5 days a week, so I'm like, I feel like I should just take the day off for everything, you know, and do the things that I've been meaning to do for so long but I haven't gotten the chance to. And I want to try and do some homework. I need to do some homework, but you know, I haven't journaled in so long. Like my reading journal has been sitting here collecting dust because I've not updated it since like October, beginning of October. So yeah, it's been about a month. So I really need to update my journal and do some more spreads, and I would also like to do some more journaling in the like adventure book that I have of me and my boyfriend, like all the stuff we do. I kind of like collect things from it. Like for example, we went to like haunted houses, so I have tickets and stuff, and I kind of like to compile all those together, and it's like our little adventure book, and I haven't done that in so long, and I'm honestly really behind on it, so I need to catch up on that. So I'd like to do some of that today if I can, and edit this video, but we'll see. The definitely top priority for me though is taking down my Halloween decorations, which is sad. I'm so sad that Halloween is over, but I'm also really ready for Christmas. Like, I'm kind of getting in that mood right now. So we're gonna end this spooky vlog. It hasn't been that spooky, I feel like, but I've been reading, you know, a murder mystery. I finished The Indications, which was a spooky book. So I feel like to commemorate the end of spooky season, we can sadly take down my decorations. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now.